What's up, everybody? It's me, Blake316, here to share some very interesting news of Square Enix Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm curious to know your thoughts and opinions about the subject. And what the topic is, Square Enix is actually considering same-sex marriage for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. If you're not familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, basically it was a game that was critically acclaimed that was launched back in 2010. A lot of people didn't like it, saying that it was very buggy, it had a lot of glitches, and overall it just wasn't a good game, which is why Square Enix is deciding to re-release the game called Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. But there's a new feature in this new add-on. Basically, it's the ability for avatars or people to get married. At launch, only avatars of opposite sex can get married, but Square Enix is actually deciding on making a change. The change being that Square Enix is considering same-sex marriage in the game. They specifically said, as for same-sex marriage, this is an extremely controversial topic that has been under discussion in the MMO world for the past years. The company also said, as you know, each country has a different way of thinking. So first we would like to start out with opposite sex marriage, then consider the feedback from other players in order to make a careful decision. Can't say whether or not that it will be possible at the point in time, but they would like to know or keep an open dialogue of other players and kind of take their word for it and whether or not they're open to having same-sex marriage in the game. My thoughts and opinions on this particular subject is this is actually pretty huge. Reason being that not only is Square Enix actually considering doing something like this, but they're also open to having other people's thoughts and opinions. They're not just completely ruling it out. They're actually interested in what the public has to say. Now, a lot of people might say, who cares? Like, there's gay couples all the time. There's gay couples everywhere. But like Square Enix said, not every country or continent or the whole world openly accepts gay marriage like people do in the United States of America. And let's be honest, a lot of people in the USA don't even like gay marriage that are still against it to this day. I personally have nothing against it. I myself am a straight male. I love women. But at the same time, I'm not going to discriminate anyone who might like their own sex as their partner in marriage or in a relationship. I don't discriminate against anyone. That gives them their individuality and makes everyone different. So, do I think they should allow it? Sure, why not? I mean, last time I checked, it's an MMO and people do play monthly to play these games. But I think this is huge. I think this is revolutionizing gaming by just giving this feature. But will I think it happened? Maybe not. I believe it's a little bit too controversial just to let this happen. But at the same time, just the thought of it has people talking about this game. And who knows, it might open up to a whole nother audience of people interested in playing it. But like I just stated, I myself have no problem with it. I'm curious to know if other people actually have a problem with this. I mean, if worst comes to worst, just don't play the game. But unfortunately, nothing in life is that simple and easy to be solved. But like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I'm curious to know what other people think about it. I think this is huge. If this was released, if this was even thought about 20 years ago, no way in hell it would happen. And it shows the growth, not only within video games, but just people in general that are starting to accept things for what they really are. But it's me, Blake. Just thought I'd share a little bit of what I thought was interesting news with everyone else. Until next time, make sure to subscribe for future videos. Peace.